Welcome, Ronell. Thank you for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so I love starting here because people see the mission now, but they don't really know the person behind it. So tell me, who are you before Cash Class Academy?
I was just a serial entrepreneur, right? I was just searching. I was a hustler. I was hustling, trying to find the next best income for myself. I was an electrician. I still do it, so I still work my 9 to 5. Kids, don't quit your day job till you're not. And I also was a car salesman. So I was selling cars. I was selling clothes. I ended up picking up a trade. So I had many different avenues trying to just build income. I was doing stocks. And it really just hit me that, it's cool to make money on your own, but it feels a lot better to help somebody else take care of themselves. So I became Mr. Cash Class after that.
You still have like your 9 to 5 job, right? Mm-hmm. Like how can you manage and balance the time between those two?
You just have to want it. I feel like, the hunger pushes me to propel past being tired. I barely sleep, but it's a means to an end, right? You sacrifice now to live greater later on.
Tell me about the Cash Class Academy and also the book that you have with us.
This is the book right here, Cash Class A to Z. It's a fun and easy money guide for kids. So basically, in my book, I use the alphabet to teach kids about financial literacy because the fastest way to learn is through repetition. And growing up, no matter where you're from, what country, the basics of learning is the ABCs. So sometimes when you hear the song, A, B, C, D, you automatically sing the rest. So I figured the kids would really be able to remember this easily. So in my book, every letter represents something of financial literacy. Like the first page is the letter A. A is for assets. Assets help you make money like a lemonade stand, right? And you might not see lemonade stands too much anymore nowadays, but it's just to teach the kids the beginner steps. Like B is for budget. A budget is just a money plan. And the illustrations show them that it doesn't matter what race you are, what gender you are. C is for credit, right? Credit is something most adults won't even know about. But in my book, I break it down pretty simply. Credit is just borrowing something and it shows that you'll return it later. So this is just, we go all the way to the letter Z. Z was the hardest part for me because what really starts with the letter Z? But it was my favorite letter because Z is for zero. Zero is where we all start. Every millionaire begins somewhere. So don't worry, you'll be there one day. You just have to start.
Thank you for sharing us your book. This is actually really good. I actually like skimming it earlier and I mean, he's giving me one, so I'm gonna have a copy. So if you guys also wanna have a copy of this, where can they find this?
So my book is available on Amazon, Cash Class A to Z.
What makes the difference between Cash Class Academy and a traditional learning?
So in traditional learning, right, number one, this is not taught in schools. So that's the first step. You will not learn about credit, debt, earning, saving in school. So that's already the difference. Number two, the difference is if you do learn it in school, you might not grasp it from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. or 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So with this, you can take it home. This goes with you forever. This you can study on your own time, not just on the time when you're in the building of a school. So that's the difference pretty much. And also now I have an app. So now I turned my book into an app, Cash Class Academy, available on the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. So now you can learn from anywhere, on your own time, at the park, at home, wherever you might be. You might be in the bathroom and have your headphones in, you can always learn. So you're constantly learning. It doesn't turn off.
Adults can also learn from your Cash Class Academy?
That's a very good question. So even though my book is for children, we don't learn these things, right? So now a lot of my parents are telling me that, oh, my kid came home and told me about being frugal or about yields or assets. And they're so shocked because they're like, we never got this information. But oh, I Googled it. So now I'm learning. And so now they're getting into it too. So the whole family learns. That's really my goal, to teach the whole family.
That's really good that everybody can actually access this. Even I know it's a children's book, but there's also an app that you invented, so
Correct.
like everybody can access it. I mean, even as an adult, I think this is actually a good book because it's like an easy learning, you know. Like while I was scheming, I'm like, oh, there are words that I didn't even know, but it explained.
It resonates.
Yeah, it's really good. What's the greatest feedback you have from like parents or like in people in general?
Honestly, I didn't even believe. I just wrote this like out of passion, right? I didn't even think to publish. This was just in my notes for a little bit. So I wasn't even thinking about really becoming an author. I never wanted to be an author. So when I put it out, to see the feedback, that everyone was like, oh, I love this. Oh, I want one. Oh, so many people. Could you come to this school for me? Could you come teach my kids? Could you come do this seminar for me? So that's the best part, that people have been really receptive to my mission and willing to take the journey with me, because they always check up like, oh, what's next? What's going on? So it's been a nice journey.
And you told me this been in your notes for a while now. Like, what took you so long before you actually publish and print this book out?
Honestly, what took me so long was getting the business part right, learning about, because this is a new field for me. So essentially, I'm starting a new business. Like I said, I was a serial entrepreneur already, but going to books, I had to learn about publishing, editing, marketing. So I had to learn a whole new role. I didn't want to just throw something out into the wind. I'm a perfectionist. When I do something, it has to be perfect. So I really just wanted to educate myself before I try to educate the kids.
Speaking of like perfectionist, do you think that actually like gives you like more time to release something that you could have released before? Or do you think it was just good that you have this skill or mindset before you actually release your product?
I think it's a little bit of both, because it might slow you down trying to really perfect one thing at a time, but it's also good because now your body of work can speak for itself, right? People can't find an error in what you have going on. So I think it's a little bit of both.
Oh, do you have any plans for the future? Like, are you gonna release more books? Like, are you gonna like update us with the app? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Of course, definitely. So I have so many plans. Number one, I'm gonna have 1,000 apps and 1,000 books when it's all said and done. Number one. Number two, my plan for the book at least is to teach the older kids. This book is for ages 4 to 12, but I want to gauge up to maybe hit high school, people going into college, right before you get into the workforce. The app right now, I have about 2 games that are educational. I want to expand into multiple games on there to make learning fun. So, and I want to do more workshops. I want to speak to more people and help other people become authors who have a passion for writing.
Why do you think they don't teach us this in our early ages?
Because society would collapse. You know what I mean? They need workers. They need and there's nothing wrong with being a worker. Like I said, I'm a worker too. But they don't want us to get educated, right? They don't want us to learn how to file taxes properly. So they don't really want us to learn because they can't really control you when you know what you're doing. So I think that's why. And also, teachers don't even know, who's teaching them. No one's being taught these things. So I think that's the biggest setback of why they don't teach it.
In Cash Class A to C, what's like your one favorite thing and why?
Letter Z is my favorite thing, just starting from zero, right? Because when I came up, growing up, I didn't really come from a lot of money. I came from 2 immigrant parents from a small place called Guyana. So I want people to know you can start with zero, especially the kids. They might get teased or something, or might not have it all figured out yet, but you have to start somewhere. So starting from zero is really big for me.
Do you want anything for me to know about you that we don't know out there in social media?
100%. Like, actually, I'm a fun guy. Like, people see me, they think I'm so serious. I like to do different things, and I'm not perfect. You might see me on social media. I might speak on financial literacy. I might still make a financial mistake one day. I'm not perfect. So if you mess up today, it's okay. Shake it off and get back on track tomorrow. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm just like everybody else that's viewing this.
Speaking of finance, and since we're like teaching this finance books to children and adults as well, when do you think you finally learn how to manage your finances?
Oh, I was always really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, I can't pretend, guys. Honestly, I had my first business. I had an eBay store. I was like 13 years old doing e-commerce. When I was a toddler, I could remember my family making fun of me because they would find like my jar of money hidden under my pillow, and I was always good with money. I don't know why, I was naturally always good with money. So I always had it figured out, you know what I mean? I never went and bought the craziest car or the newest sneakers. I always just save, invest. I was naturally just born with.
That's really good. You actually have a talent for working with money, because apparently I just found out that a lot of people is struggling with how to actually manage their money. It's really good that you think you feel born having this talent. I call it a talent because I feel like a lot of people struggle, and then some people can actually work with their money compared to other people. And then that's good that you're sharing to us about this book, about what you learn with your life. I really want to read this later. I want to be posting it on my social media. Look at this.
Cash class.
Where do you find all your customers, your people supporting you? Because I see a lot of websites that you send me, that you be going and outreaching kids from all around USA. I'm not sure if you still went to different countries, but where do you see them?
Basically, before I was doing this, I had a marketing company. So I was already marketing. I already studied marketing. I got certification for marketing. So that's my thing, digital marketing. So from my first school that I went to, after then it was just over. I reached out to a teacher I knew who was a good friend, said, hey, can I come in? Career day. She's like, oh yeah, you want to talk about, I was like, no, I got a new business now. She's like, oh, sure. So after that, I took pictures, and a lot of people just started reaching out to me after that. Oh, I love this, I want this. So most times clients find me from just seeing what I do. I do a lot of vending too. Vending is when you go out, you probably see people got tables and stuff. So I go physically and really go into the community. I did a lot of volunteering with the schools before I was even doing this, toy drives, just giving back. So I already had a big connection with the schools, just out of showing love, and now they're just oh, so now you have something else you could bring, come. So that's pretty much my story.
Do you target a group of kids? Can you share that to us so people can know where can they find you?
Different states. I actually did get a call to go to a state. I think it was North Carolina. I'll come. It has to make sense, I have a lot going on too, so for me to take the time out of what I have going on here. But that's why I built the app, right? Because now my students, they're not gonna just be Manhattan, Bronx, New Jersey. Now I could go to Peru, Brazil, I can touch the whole world. So that's really my goal, to touch every country, every city, every state. So that's why now I'm kind of transitioning into the app to really touch more people.
What is the biggest challenges that you have, because since you start this from the scratch?
Oh, that's a good question. So this is another thing a lot of people might not know about me. I'm very family oriented. I love family. That's what keeps me calm. And I haven't had a lot of time for family. And it's kind of hard for them to understand, right? Because they're not building what I'm building. They don't have to go to this meeting at 1, this at 2. This. So that's my biggest challenge, that I'm learning how to kind of manage my time better. To still chase what I'm doing, but still be with family. So a lot of people don't know that about me. I'm actually very big on family. That's the biggest thing for me. I'll give all of this away to be with family. So a lot of people don't know that.
Do you also manage to have events that you do physically without going to pop-up shop or any vending?
Actually, tomorrow, April 25th, I'll be at York College speaking and giving a workshop on my app, my book, and it's called Youthpreneur. So for ages 12 to 22, we're gonna give them some game on starting up a business, managing money, and at the end of the event, we're giving away up to $10,000 in startup money So if they have a business or something they want to start, they're gonna pitch. It's like Shark Tank. You ever heard of Shark Tank? So they're gonna pitch their idea. I'm actually a judge too. So if you're watching this and you come out, shoot me a message or something. Allegedly, I might be able to help you out. But so we're giving away some money to help people start up a business. So it's cool. It's cool. That's gonna be my biggest venue I spoke at. I'm going to college, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
big.
like a lot of people gonna be seeing you out
big.
there. Thank you so much, Ronell. Can you please share us where they can find you, your social media, your website, and every places they can see you?
Yes, so my website is www.cashclass.org. You can find me there and see a little bit more about my mission there. And I'm on social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, at Stack and Stay Low. That's the mission. We stack high and stay low. And I'm on LinkedIn as well, Ronell Trotman. And if you need anyone to talk to, you're a kid, you need some guidance, you want to learn about starting up, you're an adult, you want to learn about starting a business, becoming an author, reach out to me. It's free. I don't charge. I'm here to help you.
Thank you so much,
No
Ronell.
problem.